Hello, this is Blue Angel 777, and I'm going to do a read for the collective for August 30th, 2019. And today I wanted to talk about the winds. It's very windy today, and it's coming from all directions. And the last couple days it's been coming from the west, and that's coming from the dark. The west is where the moon or the sun sets, and the winds are I researched a little bit, and me personally, before I did the research, what I feel like is when I'm walking in the winds, I allow the wind to I feel like it's like it blows all negativity or any residue that I collected throughout the day, and I allow it, and I thank the winds from whatever direction they are to cleanse me and purify me. And to me, if you listen to them, the spirit of it, you can hear messages. And I think the last two videos ago, a couple days ago, I was at the lake in the morning, and the winds, the last 3 days, the winds have been from the west direction. That's also the ending, that ending energy, that death energy that we're feeling. Those winds, I heard like the ancestors speaking. They were very haunting, and you could feel a presence. And I didn't quite understand what it was, but my intuition was saying ancestral, like the ancestors are here and they're coming from the west direction, and they're here for support of our spiritual foundation, and to help us all with walking in this mission that we're meant to be walking in, the spiritual journey that we're in. And I did look up again because the winds are real strong today. We're getting like real strong gusts of winds, and they're very powerful, and inviting, like they're warm. These warm winds, they're comforting and nurturing to me. And so I wanted to look it up to give you guys of the meaning of it, the spiritual meaning, also the native meaning of the winds of the west. And what I came up with is that they're the presence of the divinity of the creator, messengers of God, the winds are, and that they're invisible just like our spirit is. They're the spirit of the universe, and their presence is here, and also that they're the vital breath of the universe, so that it's like the creator's blowing his breath on you, and that's why it feels the way that it does. It's very, to me, it's like a blessing. It's very nurturing, and in the magnificence is what resides within us, is what we're the power of this winds is what shows us the energy of it, and what it is, the creator's breath, and it's invisible. We have that same power within us, and that's the message I want to give you today with the winds. And I'm going to pull some cards for the collective today, for the divine masculine and divine feminine. If any cards fly off the table, I do have the windows open because I want the energy of the winds in here with us today. And so my candles might go out. I'm smudging, so the smoke's to clear the energy. And also because I had the windows open today, I have an old deck of tarot that I used, my first tarot deck, and it's on the windowsill by my head, where I lay. And when I came home, there was cards, like 4 cards, 2 cards were on my bed and 2 were on the floor. They blew, and we got the Sun, the 8 of Swords, Judgment, and what was the other one? I think it was the 4 of Swords, or yeah, the 4 of Swords. Those were the cards that were laying on the floor for whatever message that is. Okay. So I'm going to draw cards for what's the energy for the divine masculine, divine feminine for tomorrow, January, January 30th is going to be a day, whatever that means, whatever it is. For August 30th, 2019. I call my angels, ancestors, sending masters and guides from 5D and above. I call in all the elements in all the directions. And I want to give a special thanks to the winds, the air coming from the west, and in ether. I call in Archangel Ariel to help illuminate what I need to see, the messages for you, and Archangel Gabriel to help me communicate those messages to you the best of my ability. And I'm getting some fear energy right before I turned on the video. I started to get some tension in my throat space, so a tightness. So I know it's the communication or fear of communication that there's the energy of that I'm already picking up on for tomorrow. I have the 5 of coins in the devil energy. Lovers in the devil again. 3 of coins in the devil. 4 of cups, 9 of cups. And the 7 of cups. So the overall energy is the King of Wands energy. And that's that will and drive, ambitions. The King energy. And passion. And I got the Ace of Swords. The Truth card. The 3 of Cups. The Union. And the Balance, the Temperance. I'm going to pull 4 cards across. And the Sun. I don't do reversals, and I'm probably holding these wrong. I don't know why they're all messed up. I got the Fountain, that Sacred Fountain card, the 3 of Coins, the Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant. We got some beautiful, beautiful cards here. We got the King of Wands energy, that drive of coming forward, that passion, that the will and creativity and ambitions, everything of moving forward. He's in that energy. He's in that movement, that fast-paced energy, that flow that we're in right now. And we got the Ace of Swords, the Truth card. Also, the beginning ideas of moving ahead, this new beginning. And the intellect in your mind space of ideas of how we're going to do this. And also we got the 3 of Cups, the Union card. We got the Temperance, the Balance. Peace and balance, that's what I get out of that. 14, 5, 3 of Cups, Ace of Swords. And we got the Sun card. And the Fountain, that Eternal. The 3 of Coins, the Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant. And the Fountain card in the Fountain Tarot is a beautiful, beautiful card. It's I'm going to read that card right now. The Fountain card is, our interconnectedness on this planet has never been more clear. Technology has given us near limitless access to knowledge, more than we could possibly comprehend. It has illuminated the interweaving and singular consciousness that sages, witches, and shamans have embodied for thousands of years. The Fountain card is this eternal context beyond human experience in which anything and everything can happen. Through tarot could not have anticipated this burgeoning connection, I believe I'm saying that wrong, and awareness. It now begs for its expression. The Found card represents this expression, like the Fool exists outside of the 21 cards of the major arcana, beyond the cycles of the earthly world. It reflects both solitary experience and timeless unity. It is the ether in which we navigate our important and perfect lives and the substance of life itself. It's that ether energy, it's that timeless unity. I've been speaking of that the last few days about that there's no time or space. And so it is. Meaning, I don't know if these, they said that these timeline collapses and things, and the interweaving of all these different energies, and the timeline collapse of some days. I don't know if you might feel like there's 2 days in one, or that morning was the day before, or it feels like time stops, where it goes really, really slow, and sometimes it feels like it speeds up. Or the days last really long. That's where that time has no space. It's and these timeline collapses are coming and merging together, and this spiritual journey of this unity and this truth and this balance. And we got the sun here, the solar alignment, the central sun, and the power and energy of that. And we got the Knight of Wands of him, ambitious and coming forward, and he has the drive and the will to do that, and the creativity, and he's working on this Three of Coins here energy of or she is, this is their trade of working on their their gifts, and taking classes, or learning, or doing research. His ether energy could be like Googling and YouTubing and doing all the research to understand what's going on in this world right now, all this energy of all of us that we don't understand, but we can feel or see, or these coincidences and signs are all coming together, and these numbers, and everywhere we look there's a sign, and all that's coming together at a fast, accelerated pace of this journey of the divine is here on earth with us. These winds, the winds that are here coming from all the directions, and these the angels are here on earth, and they're here helping us and supporting us, and they're our spiritual foundation. It's the strength to keep us going and moving on that steady flow forward. And the winds are kind of like picking us up, and we're light and carrying us. And that's the spirit of the Creator. His breath is upon us, and that's this ether energy also, that timeless energy. And this, the Hierophant here, is the spiritual. The divine masculine is in that knowing and truth of his journey. And the divine feminine also, she's in her knowing and truth also. She could be the temperance of that balance and peacefulness of in between everything. The waters of the emotions here, and then in holding that balance of coming together. This looks like a bridge to me of heaven and earth. Okay, that's the message I got from the cards. And also this is for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow, August 30th. And I think there's some kind of portal that's opening up, and I don't know why I'm clarified, but I pulled the Nine of Pentacles, and that's the divine feminine also. And these messages from our ancestors are coming in. This falcon is an ancient bird and brings in messages, and in the balance, and the Three of Pentacles here, the Three of Coins here, the 3 here, so 333 numbers. I just saw that earlier today, a couple hours ago. 333. I saw 444 today, 333, 111. Oh God, what other numbers I see today? 8s, 3 8s today. Okay, I'm gonna do a clarifying for truth, Ace of Swords, please. Again, the Three of Wands, the truth, and now yes, of taking action. Three of Wands energy. It's no longer in the knowing, now they're taking action in for union. There's going to be a lot of connections, union connections coming up in the next month or two of coming together, meetings in the physical and coming together. They're already in union in the spiritual union, but they're still coming. They're still going through that hermit energy yet, and then pretty soon they're going to come out of that and start coming into the unions. Some of the twin flames, the collective. Clarify the 3 of Cups, please. The knowing, the 2 of Wands. I knew that was coming. I said knowing actually first. The 2 Wands, the 3 of Cups. They know they're going to. They know they want that union, that physical union, and the truth is that they're going to take the action for that. The Temperance, please. Clarify the Temperance. The Queen of Wands. I said that would be the Divine Feminine. That's the female. The Divine Feminine. She's in that Queen of Cups energy, that unconditional love, that balance of earth and water, and in the purity of her. She has the white on. See the white? She's pure. Through her spiritual cleansing, her journey, and her awakening, and her through all the tower moments of her journey from the past till now, this journey that she's been on, she's pure. She's stripped clean. She's stripped clean of all the residue of her past, and it's all laying on the ground in front of her. And she's got the purity of the white robe on her. I don't know what those signs are. To me, they look like eternal. And you got the baby angels here all around her. And to me, that's the breath of the Creator that we're feeling with these winds. These winds are very powerful, and you can hear them. They're very haunting. I have 2 days that I went to the lake, and I could hear those winds haunting. Like you could hear so many voices of our ancestors and the Creator speaking through them. They're very. I recorded some of them. Clarify the Temperance and the Queen of Cups energy. The Strength card. This Strength card, according to tarot, is a sign of the sexual unity, the chemistry, and the spiritual love. That's of her taming her divine masculine, and that's what that is a sign of. That's the balance and the peace, the unconditional love. That's what this energy is. And clarify the Sun, please. Moving forward quickly, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords, the Truth, and he's coming fast. It's coming very quickly. I'm guessing like the next week or 2. Clarify the Sun and the Knight of Swords, please. Clarify the Sun and the Knight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. And that's the twins here coming together, offering their cup. And look at the lion here in the middle, that lion of that sacred love. That's what this is. Clarify the fountain, please. Clarify the fountain. I guess I have to take those. The Queen of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. I don't know why the 5 of Cups is there. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. I don't know why I said that. Maybe she's going to come up too. The Queen of Wands to me is the Divine Feminine. A lot of people think that that's the karmic. So if that resonates with you as the karmic, but I think of her as the Divine Feminine because of her passion and everything, and her sensuality and all those, her energy and her chemistry and everything. They think that she's the karmic because of the black cat, but the 5 of Cups is that she's sad. She's in depression state. Clarify the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. 5 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Clarify the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. The King of Cups. this is, the fountain is eternity. That eternal love, it's beyond this energy. It's in a higher place. And that's where this energy, this foundation is. And she's waiting for him to move ahead and take that action. And she's been very, very patient and balanced. And she's got this 9 of Pentacles and this temperance energy. And she's doing her mission. She's doing the work. And so is he. And but he's still not here yet. He knows what he has to do, and he knows he has to take action. He's coming forward, and she's depressed about that. She's sad about that because she, a lot of the divine feminines are losing faith and are starting to doubt the journey because they're not coming forward. And they're there's a word that came to me that they feel. They're losing hope. They're just losing hope. And but these cards in the last 3 days, these foundation cards, these spiritual, they're very high spiritual cards that are coming up underneath everything else. So that's the foundation, this very this strong, powerful foundation that's supporting all this. Things that haven't come into play yet, or this action that hasn't come forward yet. And then I explained the winds, how it combines with the extra support. They're all coming in to support the spiritual foundation. And they just have to have more patience and still do their inner work and release those fears that they have. There's excess stuff that they have. They got to release those things. I myself had like the most horrible day today, this morning. I was in a really bad place. I was being tested. So today might be a day, I don't know if any of you felt the energy of today. It was started out really rocky, and then it started to slowly flow and smooth out. And it turned out very beautiful for me today. I got some really beautiful messages today, and really spiritual messages today. It made me feel really good and complete and peace, and at peace again. But I was upset with myself because these tests that came to me today, I failed them. I failed all of them. And the thing is that I wasn't so hard on myself, like, because I've been doing so good at doing my work and my mission, and doing my research and studying, and you know, I'm just really, that's a way of life for me now. It's been a way of life for me now. And when I have these tests that come to me and I fail them, I used to be really, really hard on myself, and now I'm not so much anymore, because it's okay, we're human, and we gotta let those things go, and just know that there's gonna be another day. Tomorrow's another day, and even a moment later we can come out of that energy and not allow it to consume us. And there's a few things that I'm hanging on to yet that I need to let go, that try to figure out why those things bother me so much. And those tests were trying me today, and I did fail them, but it's okay, and I'm not going to be so hard on myself, and there's always tomorrow. And so I'm telling you, ladies and divine feminines and masculines, that when those things happen, not to be so hard on yourself, and there's always tomorrow. And also, I highly recommend that everyone really stay grounded. I had to ground myself twice today, so that's how quick that those energies can come in and pull you right out of your peacefulness sometimes. This started just fell out while I was messing with the cards. So that energy is here. I'm seeing the white horse, and then her, and then the white robe here. This purity energy, the white horse here. And I'm okay, those things are standing out to me. And we got the King of Cups here, the unconditional love here, and the Queen of Cups here. They're in their unconditional love for each other, the most purest love that you could have. They have that energy, and she's got this passion. She wants to be with her divine masculine. And this new beginning, this new passionate beginning, a lot of that passionate energy is here, underlying underneath everything else that's going on. And there's fear coming to me again, so I get some fear energy. Clarify the 3 of coins, doing the work, and the Hangman. So they're stuck right now. holding themselves back. So what came to me as the divine masculine is trying to catch up with the divine feminine. They're doing their work now, their mission work, their research, and they're catching up. They're evolving and they're awakening, and things are coming to them, signs are coming to them, messages are coming to them, and so they're evolving quickly. Everything is moving real fast. Things that would take a lifetime for us to learn 10, 15, 20 years ago, some of these divine masculine feminines are learning within a year or within months. Even these our younger generations are evolving in a very fast, accelerated pace, quickly, very quickly. They're preparing for something. Clarify the Knight of Wands. The Ace of Wands, that passion, fire energy again. This will of coming forward, this ambition and this drive, a creativity, everything. And the Knight of Wands here, energy. Clarify the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant, please. The Eight of Wands. See the fast, accelerated pace? Exactly what I was telling you. This quick energy. It's really fast moving. And that's the Eight of Wands. And you have to stay in all your elements. This is all the elements within this card. It's the unity, the 2 and 2. It's the 3 of the action. And the 2 of knowing. And what else is in here? The leadership. In all the elements in here, but it's the balance. You have to stay in balance of all those elements to communicate. This is a communication card also, and this communication is coming really quickly, and you have to be balanced because you have the earth energy here, and you have that spiritual, and all that has to come together, and you have to be careful with your words and think about what you're going to say. Okay. Clarify another clarifying for that card, please. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles man to me is about, he's very down to earth, that earth energy of what is it? The Pentacles. The Pentacles is not just money, but it's oh God, I can't even think of the word. Anyways, he's here, and they're very good at planning everything. He's grounded, he's earthly, and he takes his time, and he's confident, and he's in this energy here, this fire energy. But this is right in the center of it, meaning he's planning and coming ahead, but he's paying attention to everything. So that's why you have to be careful with this Eight of Wands energy, that some of you divine feminines, when they come forward, that you need to do the forgiveness and let go of all that past energy so you can have your victory. And you can take the leap of faith. That full energy, that fool's journey, that twin flame journey. That spiritual journey that he's on, that quest, he's in that energy now, and he wants to come forward for victory. So all that stuff from the past, we got to let go and allow him to do that. Okay, that's what I get for tomorrow. The energy for tomorrow. I'm going to pull a couple cards of the angels and ancestors. Can I have 2 cards, one for the divine masculine and one for the divine feminine, please? Divine, well, I'll say it's a divine feminine because, well, I said divine masculine, but he's not the high priestess. Unless he's given his divine feminine, his divine feminine energy. And this is that fire energy. I'm going to say that's him, but I don't know. They're almost like facing each other, right? The roles have reversed, maybe? that he had to come balance with his divine feminine in his heart space, and that she had to come in with her, that's the fire energy. The fire guardian, that's all that passion, those wands all over in here. That energy ignites your passions. And the tripod here, that's the feminine energy he's holding in his hand. And he's got his wings. And she is a feminine and masculine, the balance, the high priestess. She is the high priestess. She's the divine feminine. And the power of her, harness her mystic powers. She's getting in tune with the universe and all the energies of her ancestral and her inner truth within herself. I'm going to pull one of these right away before I read that card. I'm going to pull a spiritual card for the divine masculine and feminine too. A message from the spiritual reading cards. Ooh. And this card is the Tree of Life. That's what this is all about. Interesting. Find your place of happiness and peace, and don't let anyone pull you out of it. Stay in your truth and your inner peace and your oneness. That energy within everything, this energy right here. Stay in that with everything that's going on, this turbulence around. To me, I fell out of it, but I pulled myself back in, or my divine masculine helped pull me back in. He grounded me instantly and pulled me back and reminded me, and instantly I was there. Universal, what is that? Nature's geometry, and the source of life, or the tree of life. Source of life too, I guess. That just came out of my mouth. I don't know what the heck that is. Maybe that's the energy of the sun, the source. Nature's geometry, the balance of it. And what's interesting about this is, before I did the reading, I did a picture of the tree, a tree with the light coming through. And I always look at the light codes from the lights, the light bars, or light codes that come. And this one picture that I have of the sun coming through the tree, I zoomed in and it looked like an eye lens to me. It looked like an eye, like the eyeball, like it looked like the universe was in their eyes. And that's funny, because that's what this looks like, exactly what that picture looks like when I zoomed it in. And I was thinking of that picture before I did this reading, and this is the card that I pulled. The Tree of Life is the creation story. I had that message also right before I did the reading. The High Priestess. Harness mystic power, align with the light, and focus on all things positive. And that's the alignment here of this higher self, that one code, that 0 point, the alignment. And in the divine masculine and the feminine are in alignment right now. In the 5D, they're in that 5D energy, and they're just getting ready for this 3D stuff. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine. The goddess is in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the High Priest. If you look at them together, you will see they mirror each other's energy. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. And I said that the Queen of Wands is the High Priestess. To me, she is. And some say that she's the karmic because of the black cat. And here it says that she's joined by the black cat here, this High Priestess, representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies. And she stands strong in her glory and power. This black cat protects her from that mystery, that mystic, that dark energy. She's able to see into that darkness. And she's through this journey, she's learned how to deal with it and recognize it, and knows how to protect herself and her divine masculine and her family from that dark energy. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human sense. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. And that's that energy here, that will, that Queen of Wands, that Wands energy. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on, or the situation before you, and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Okay, that's the divine feminine energy, and to pay attention to her intuition and discernment, and that will give you the guidance for the importance of your evolution, your growth. And I pulled this for the divine masculine, so he's in that divine feminine energy now in his heart space, and he's evolving after his awakening. This fire guardian here is the divine feminine. That's why I said the roles have reversed. That the divine feminine, they're moving forward in their missions now and doing the work. They are coming out of that dark night of soul energy. Ignite your passion. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. The fire garden represents the angels of fire. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but shouldn't be. Burning desires can lead to great expansion. Allow the fire guardian to help you awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by spirit. You are being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire at this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. And this is the divine feminine. I think the divine feminine is in that energy, and here she wants to express her spiritual, sacred union, and that's why we get those desire and all that wand energy in here. And she's in that energy too. She's in that wand, that fire energy, and that passion. And you can see how she's here, sitting here, and also here the strength card, and the love here, and I think there's all the wands cards underneath here too. The Ace of Wands here. So that fire energy, that passion energy is here, and that energy is pulling on the divine masculine. He can feel it and sense that energy, and he's coming forward. That's the energy that he needs to get him, to pull him through of any last fears that he has. That's what's come to me. Okay, that's it. I wish you all love and light, and please like and subscribe, and take with you whatever resonates with you. Please leave comments and let me know if this resonated with you or not, and if you have any questions, also leave any comments and I'll respond to you. Thank you.